All right, so what we are doing is we are starting the 2008 period correct build. Also practicing live. Not sure how that works exactly, but might as well practice, right? So, this music is going to...
That is bigger than almost any other game announcement can ever be. Let's go.
Okay. So we have this. So the plan here is to build a 2008 period correct PC using high-end hardware from that time period, or somewhat high-end, and see what it would have been like back then to have good stuff. So we're starting with this case, which is really, really old. I got for free. I don't know what year this case is from, but I wanted to use a case that was from that time period as well. And I don't want to buy one, so we have this, and it's pretty gross. So we're gonna clean that up. And then we are going to test fit the board. And I don't know what's in here, but I believe I can't remember if this worked. Did I? I might have booted this board, but I can't remember. Anyway, this particular setup was supposed to be for a Windows XP build, and I never did it. And it's been sitting around for months, and I gotta do something. So we're gonna use this case for the 2008 build because it represents the case that you would have bought in 2008, I believe. Some of my facts will be way off because I don't know. Maybe, should we look at the CPU first? Let's do that, just for fun. Just for funsies. I have a feeling that, I know I looked up the board once. It's maybe an FX. There's your thermal paste. Why is it always like that? I don't know. Okay, and what processor is it? Let's take a gander. Clean it off there. Oh, Athlon. Duh, it said Athlon on the front of the case. Should know this. Okay, so it's an Athlon 64X2 something. Can't read it really. It's AM2 socket. Let's see. Dare we take it out of the socket, maybe? God, it's been so many years since I've held one of these in my hands. 2005. Can't even read the. Just says 64x2 ADA 5200. Okay. Well, I can't remember what this means, but also we have, look, these caps are blown. This one, this one, this one. I think this board did work though. Quadro J, what's up, man? We are getting messy right now. This is not good. Maybe you can help me identify what this is, because I don't know. Let's see. So I think I need more light. QT Soup, hello. Welcome to the worst live stream you will ever watch in your life, because I don't know what I'm doing. I have no light. This is really gross. Look at all this dust. Oh. I'm doing this here because I don't want to, when I make the video about the 2008 PC, I don't want to make it 45 minutes long. I just want to make it when it's done. So I figured I would just do this part just in case something goes wrong. That's interesting. So we're going to take all this. Oh. Look at.
As you may have heard, this year there are 4 incredible new iPhones, and they're all built for Apple Intelligence. iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Plus.
Check this out. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a. I don't remember this. There's a Molex going right in the motherboard. Why? Why would you have? That's just, I don't know. QT, I was saying I don't remember this. This is, so when I used to be in computers back in the old days, 2007, this was the last time I worked on a computer. And so I'm trying to remember all of this stuff, and I can't remember. It's been too long. But why is there a Molex connector going into the motherboard? I mean, you have the motherboard power here, right? That goes there. So what does that do? Is that for PCI power? Or is that just to set your house on fire? Or I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out later, because that's surprising to me. Also, I have a feeling that this power supply is not, maybe not from the actual time period. And so, yeah, right now we're just trying to take all this stuff out, but I'm in discovery mode right now. I don't know what any of this is anymore. Look at. I removed one screw and the whole thing's coming out. Oh, this is, whoever put this together is a ding dong. Got 2 mismatched screws. This screw wasn't even in all the way. Yeah, QT, that's the reason why I'm doing this, is because a lot of people that are into computers now weren't around when this was a thing. And this is what I used to do back in the day, and it's been so long I just can't remember. So I'm trying to familiarize myself with this stuff. Oh, this is broken. Look at the SATA connector. It's just flopping around. I don't. Oh man. Look at this. Yeah, I don't know if this motherboard works. I thought I tried it, but maybe not. I always think it's important even if you build new computers now, to know about the old stuff. It just gives you a little knowledge, I guess you could say, or humility. Oh man, this thing is... So there's the board. I think this music's... So the processor, we just took it out earlier. It is a AMD Athlon X2 64. But I can't... it just says 2005. So I don't know which... Unless somebody can Google it real fast, because I don't have my computer handy. It says ADA 5200. This case and everything is all from 2005, as far as I can tell. So I already pulled this out before, but this is... That's the processor.
Is a K9 /practice. There are some basic business things that have to be done. So you have to do your accounts. You have to pay your bills. I love Zero because it makes my life easier. It's point, click, done.
So I don't remember. That was a long time ago. I mean, this is not my personal computer. Man. God, I hate AMD. I took it out for 1 second and the pin's bent already. All right, whatever. I'll figure that out later. And then it's an MSI motherboard. K9N SLI Platinum. MS7250. Which I remember when I looked this up, this was a pretty killer board, I guess, back in the day. Minus the wiggly SATA slot. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So that's that. That will be utilized again someday, but it's just too old right now. So we're trying to make the 2008 PC. So if you have any experience with 2008 PCs, feel free to chime in. And what will we have under the motherboard? This. Whatever that is. I don't know. It was just chilling under the motherboard. We have a dead mosquito, so that's nice. This case is so gross. Wish I could find a new case that was from this time period, but we can't. We're just gonna kind of... I'm not installing everything yet. This is just a test fit. So don't worry, I will clean this all up properly later. Look at that. This is disgusting. Okay. We got some Scotch tape here, that's fun. Oh, great. Okay. So last time I did this, the parts didn't even fit. I'm really curious about this power supply. It says Cooler Master, but I want to know what year it's from. I'm just going to leave it out. I mean, I'm not going to take the power supply out this time, since I don't want this to take forever. I'm just kind of trying to clean this up a little bit. But yeah, Molex going into the motherboard is something I've never seen before. So we have this, tons of Molex for days. I remember this though. I remember when the front panel connectors used to all have these different red, white, and blue things. And it was so you could tell, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but so the hard drive one was always red, and then the power switch one was always black. So you wouldn't have to really read the thing because you could tell by the color what it was. Back in the old days. So set that aside. Now let's look at the new baby. Look at this nice IO shield with the padding. Remember the nice ones had the padding on it? So you could get a nice seal. Let's put that in. Again, this is just a test fit. I'm going to take everything out later. I just want to see if this will actually work or not as far as fitting. So that's in. This is the what? Oh, that, wait. Oh, that's USB. Okay, put that aside. Oh man. Is that a rat poop? I'm gonna have to wash my hands. This is kind of disgusting. I feel like there's a dead person in here. Okay, I gotta wash my hands. It's kind of gross. This poor little fan, you can't see it, but it's tiny. The rear fan. It's like, what is that, like 40 millimeters? Not sure what that was intended to do. And here's the new baby. Will it fit? Don't tell me it won't fit. I can't fail at this twice. Last time I did the live stream test, the other parts didn't fit. Okay, so here we have the 2008 Dell Core 2 Quad Extreme. Was it 6400? Q. Oh, I forgot. Q6400. Something like that. And then some people were saying, well, if you're going to make an extreme setup for Crysis, you would use a first gen i7. However, those didn't come out until 2009, and Windows 7 didn't come out until 2009. So if we're gonna be 2008 correct, we have to use a Core 2. Let's see if these line up. This one lines up, this one lines up, that lines up. It's kind of a tight squeeze in here. Shit. This thing is not cooperating. Okay, is this? There's one there, one there, one there. So, one there. I think we're good. Let's try it. This one. The board is so big, it needs more standoffs. This one is not quite. Let's see. The middle one? No. Oh, something's. Okay, hold on. Something's not right. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Oh, this. Yeah. I had the same problem with Dell, the other Dell. Not sure what this pad's for. Take that off. Oops. Wow, that didn't work. This thing's what, 14 years old at this point. So it's not going to cooperate too much. But the other Dell that I had the same thing on it. I think that should be good. Okay. See, so this, I remember from the builds back in the day, when you had these bigger boards, so you would actually have See how there's so many spots? You'd actually have more, because most people just use these for the small ones now, but you would actually use the outer ones too. Back in the old days. All right. There you go. And we'll just put in a sort of a temporary screw for the testing purposes. I don't know if these use fine thread. Yeah. Hey. Not gonna lie, that brings back some memories. It looks like how it should look. And then we have to do this. Let's see. Can we do it now? Did I... I'll have to do it later, I guess. But this goes here. I was gonna put some thermal paste on this. This is the heatsink for the chipset, I guess. Goes like that. So there's supposed to be a fan here, but I stole it. So I'll have to put that back at some point. I don't have the cooler right now, so we'll do that later. Just gonna see if this fits properly. And let's see. Interesting, there's an IDE port here. So we can have some fun with that because I have a bunch of IDE drives that need to be tested. So much dust. See, this is back when you didn't have to cable manage. You just plug them in and you're done. Hopefully this works. Okay. It's not giving me a good click there. Okay. Then we need our CPU power. If this actually turns on, I'll be shocked. Okay, that's that. See, where would you cable manage? There's there's nowhere to put the cables on these old ones. And then Let's put in just another couple of screws here, just so we are secure for testing. I guess I could probably just put a stock cooler on here, right? Since this is 775. It's not. Okay, so where are we at here? So here's the star of the party. This is a 320 gigabyte, I believe, right? It says 320. 320 gigabyte, 7200 RPM hard drive with Vista on it. So if this was 2008, we would be running Windows Vista. And I've booted from this drive before, so I know it works. And so it falls in line with the period correctness. So we're gonna put this, we're gonna, oh no, it won't fit. Gotta, get in there. Oh, shoot. The board's blocking it. Get in there. Okay, we're good. Yes, sir. Pull this back a little bit. Okay, I know the hard drive's good, so put screws in there. Man, this brings back a lot of memories. I used to do this every single day. We build 3 to 4 computers a day. Okay, we're good there. And then wait, is there any? Oh my God. There's no SATA connections. No. Wait, how is there no? The one right here. Oh my God. Why does this happen every single time? There's no SATA power. I think I have an adapter somewhere from Molex to SATA, but dang. Can you imagine having a system with no SATA power? So unusual. The funny thing is, it's a modular power supply. I mean, you can't see it, but it's got these little modular things, but I guess they weren't using SATA back then. So we're stuck. That's okay. I'll figure that out later. I just want to do kind of a mock-up. Okay, and then the final product is the star of the show, GTX 260, which is apparently 2008-ish. I was under the impression that 2008 was the 9000 series, but some were saying that the 260 would be 2008 correct. I guess it would be late 2008, so kind of 2009, but kind of not. And this card works, so we're gonna go with that. It's really nice looking. So put that in there. This case is terrible. Keep bumping the camera. Okay, here we go. This setup should work once I get SATA powered. And then we have one 8-pin, so we're gonna use this adapter I have. Let's see if we can burn out this power supply. There we go. And then we're gonna go to 2x6 pin. By the way, this system will end up having Windows 7 on it. I'm just doing Vista because because it's funny, number one, but because we're trying to be period correct, so it wouldn't have Windows 7. Although I would guess, if anybody remembers, if it was 2008 and the Windows 7 beta was out, you probably were running it before it was publicly available, I would assume, because I would have done the same thing. Pretty sure I had a Windows 7 beta before you could buy it. So there's 2 6-pins. This card gets hot too. I tried it and it gets like, it was hitting 90°C. Gonna have to open it up and clean that. I wonder if I have a SATA adapter. Just to make it, just to finish the project, I should run that there maybe. I should put a SATA adapter. Where can I get that from? I think one of these PCs has SATA adapters on it. Oh. I'm gonna see if I can find one. Okay, I knew I had one. There it is. Molex to SATA. So I want to make sure my insurance is paid up because this might cause problems. Get all this Molex. Well, I can guarantee you one thing, there's not a lot of people on YouTube doing this kind of weird stuff. This doesn't even fit right. Remember with these you have to kind of massage it, get it in there. Okay. Molex to SATA. That should be a t-shirt. All right, bust out the zip ties here. So we're not gonna need, we might use one Molex for IDE testing. The rest we're not gonna use. So we'll just put those away. So sad, so sorry. I'll put that there. Clean it up later. Just put it off to the side. This thing is just too long. This poor little fan. I just want to take it out because it's annoying me. Yep, I was right. 60 millimeters. You know what's funny is we could just put that there to replace the other fan. So there you have it. I think we're just about done. I know it's gonna work. I can't really plug it in here to show you, but that'll be in the actual video. And where did I put the heat sink? Oh. So this is the heat sink that came with it originally from Dell. It's pretty killer. Look at that, 4 copper pipes. The fan actually goes in the middle. And then it goes like this. So let's see if it'll fit. So that's it. What do you think? I think that's pretty. Honestly, it looks better than a lot of the crappy builds that people do now. I mean, this is serious hardware. So, what else was I gonna do? I don't have the fan. I don't have the fan here. So, just to recap, this is the 2008 gaming PC, which is designed specifically to run Crysis. So we have a Core 2 Quad Extreme, I believe 6400, I keep saying it wrong. We have a tower cooler, which is also from Dell. This is the Dell XPS motherboard 630i from 2008. There's 4 gigabytes, right? Is it 4? Yeah. There's 4 gigabytes of DDR2 Corsair memory. There's a BFG GTX 260 GPU and a 320 gigabyte hard drive, which will have Windows Vista, which is already installed. All we need now is Crysis. I don't have it, so we'll have to fix that. So I'm gonna take this back out, mount the fan here. This takes an 80mm fan right here. I'm gonna need a CD drive also, because if it was 2008, you would definitely have a DVD drive to load games. Power supply is undetermined. It is a Cooler Master of some sort, and I don't know if there's an easy way to see the wattage. I'm guessing it's 350-ish, 400 maybe. And that's the build. So, welcome to 2008. Let's get back in the time machine and go back home, because we don't want to keep dealing with this anymore. Thank you guys that were watching, and then we'll link the actual video after this when the build is complete and running. See you later. Wait, how do you turn this off? Here? No. I don't know how to turn it off. Help. Oh man, I could have had the light on the whole time. I didn't even know that. Okay, so do you just push X? Peace. No worries, I've got your back. And when you're ready to discover more, you can always go online or to an Apple